If I get off this line, you ain't gonna make it out the door, and I'm gonna do it to you. Oh. So the best thing for you is that.
Damn, I gotta die like that. You told my shit.
Damn, bitch.
I gotta die if I tell what happened.
Give me my phone.
That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really.
What began as a Facebook Live fight turned into a life extinguished. In Twin City, Georgia, 27-year-old Zarya Carr went live, exposing dark truths. Then, she was found dead hours later. Her husband, Shemarcus Carr, fled and later died of a self-inflicted gunshot. Tonight, we dig into every twist. Cheating accusations, hidden secrets, chilling threats, and whether one dangerous reveal triggered the tragedy. But there's one moment in that live stream many missed, and we'll get to that next. They were known online. She as Duchess Dior, he as the Frenchman. Zarya Carr, 27, built a name for herself on social media. She often shared her life, motherhood, struggles, and relationship moments with thousands of followers. Her husband, Shemarcus Carr, was more private publicly, but he ran a French bulldog breeding business and posted under the persona The Frenchman. Their pages sometimes overlapped, photos together, maternity shoots, shared life, painting a picture of a couple both in love and in public view. They lived in Twin City, Georgia, a quiet town, but one that became the stage for something terrible.
And she had me so spent that I'm thinking that this nigga real goddamn some real bullshit. He did this. He doing all this. He doing that. But when it really come down to it, you see that pussy down there?
If that.
To their followers, their marriage showed ups and downs, love posts, shout-outs, but also occasional disagreements. But behind those public moments lurked deeper tension. In the weeks leading up to the tragedy, Zarya had posted messages that seemed cries for help. Around 6 p.m. on June 14th, she shared, "I really don't know what to do, but I need help before I lose my life or freedom. My kids need me." That post alarmed many of her fans. Some commented, urged someone to check on her, implored her to reach out for protection. But responses remained online. Hours later, the local authorities received a domestic disturbance call at the Carr residence. Around 9:30 p.m., officers arrived and found Zarya unresponsive. She was rushed and later declared dead. That wasn't all. When police arrived, both Shemarcus and Zarya's car were gone. Their absence deepened the mystery. The vehicle, her 2021 Dodge Challenger, was located later that night in Wayne County, about 60 to 80 miles away. When deputies attempted to stop the car, Shemarcus reportedly shot himself. He was transported to a hospital, but died. In short, Zarya is dead, Shemarcus is dead, and now the investigation is left to piece together what happened.
The same shit with her other baby daddy. And she had me so spent that I'm thinking that this nigga real goddamn some real bullshit. He did this. He doing all this. He doing that. But when it really come down to it, you see that pussy down there?
If that.
She can't keep it between the legs. But this is the thing about it.
I ain't fuck on you.
So here it is. Here it is. She keeps saying, "Oh, I ain't fuck on you while we were married." Here it is now. She done told me about the niggas supposedly before.
But that timeline only tells part of the story. Earlier that same evening, or perhaps in the hours before, the two appeared in a Facebook Live video during a heated argument. Viewers heard accusations fly, cheating claims, verbal attacks, possible insults about health issues. The couple publicly clashed. At one point, Zarya allegedly grabbed Shemarcus's phone in frustration, trying to block him. Then the stream cut out. Many thought the live fight was just another online drama. But hours later, tragedy proved it was far more. Amid all this, there's talk of a secret about his friend Opie. Some claim Zarya had revealed this secret, something she believed Shemarcus was hiding about this person. But publicly, no credible source has confirmed the full details of the secret. It's a subplot with shadows. Was Opie a deceased friend? Was there wrongdoing tied to him? Who knows exactly? This thread was already fraying in their public and private lives. This secret, real or not, is one layer of tension. It gave Zarya something to expose, and possibly Shemarcus something to hide. The background holds more complications. It later came out that before her death, Zarya had suffered physical assault. Reports say she had been physically harmed before being shot. Shemarcus had a history. Court records show he spent 5 years in prison for charges including aggravated assault, firearms offenses, and drug charges going back to 2012. These facts add layers: a troubled past, escalating violence, digital arguments, and a desperate plea. From the outside, their lives appeared polished, social media ready, with images of maternity shoots, dog breeding business, and affectionate posts. But behind that window, there were fractures, arguments, threats, cries for help, ones that ultimately ended in tragedy. As we look deeper, one question lingers. Was the Facebook Live fight just part of the buildup, or was it the final spark that lit what was already burning? That late evening, the live feed ended, but the consequences had only begun. She had been posting things that worried her followers. Earlier that day, around 6 p.m., Zarya, known online as Duchess Dior, shared a post that read, "I really don't know what to do, but I need help before I lose my life or freedom. My kids need me." That post sent alarm bells through her community. Comments poured in. Call somebody, get to safety, tell someone local. But nothing visible changed right away. Meanwhile, on social media, arguments between her and her husband, Shemarcus, the Frenchman, had already been exposed before. Observers saw them airing grievances, accusing one another of betrayal, of infidelity, of secrets. In one broadcast live stream earlier, they had argued about health, loyalty, trust. They'd accused each other of things like cheating, possibly even having incurable sexually transmitted diseases. Some viewers assumed these fights were for show, drama to draw engagement. But in the hours ahead, those assumptions would be challenged. Microloop hint. Not everyone suspected that these public clashes hid a darker secret, something tied to a third party, a person called Opie. On Saturday evening, June 14th, the couple went live on Facebook. Viewers tuned in expecting another fight, but they got more.
Oh, I ain't get to tell you. I ain't get to tell about Odie. Then
I swear you're that.
I gotta die like that. You told my shit.
Damn, bitch.
Give me my
I
phone.
gotta die if I tell what happened.
Give me my phone.
That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really looked out behind this, so y'all won't know that tea right now.
Give me my phone.
Mark done got quiet. Where he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
Zarya confronted Shemarcus. She urged him to stop. She challenged him. At moments she accused him of hiding something about his deceased friend Opie. That expose shocked viewers. Public sources note that she claimed truths were being hidden. Shemarcus shot back. He denied it. He accused her of betrayal. He tried to silence her. He was angry, raising his voice, insisting she stop. At one point, he threatened her. "You're going to kill you." Just as the tension peaked, the live stream cut off. Viewers watching were left staring at a blank screen, many unsure exactly what they had witnessed. What came next was worse than any comment thread or fight. The public argument was no longer just words. It was a prelude to tragedy. Police records show that by 9:30 p.m., law enforcement responded to a domestic disturbance call at the Carr residence. When they arrived, they found Zarya unconscious, gravely injured. She was taken from the scene, but was later declared dead. Her husband and their car were gone. No explanation, no clue of where they went at that moment. Hours later, that car was located in Wayne County, about 60 to 80 miles away. When deputies attempted to stop the car, Shemarcus reportedly shot himself before they could take him into custody. He was transported to a hospital, but died from the wound. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation has confirmed both deaths and says the cases remain under active investigation. Public statements are cautious. It is not yet clear exactly how Zarya died. Gunshot? Other injuries? Sequence? The timeline, live stream, threatening words, sudden cutoff, the discovery of her body, his flight, his death, raises more questions than answers. They confirmed something chilling. Zarya was physically assaulted before being shot. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, their investigation shows she was attacked prior to being killed by her husband. That fact changes how we see the night's events. It suggests more than a moment's rage. It hints at escalation, a build-up. A central thread is the secret about his friend Opie. Zarya, during that infamous Facebook Live, claimed she was exposing something he had hidden. Some believe that exposure triggered the confrontation. But publicly, no official source has confirmed what the secret truly was, whether financial, personal, criminal, or something else. This leaves room for speculation. Was the exposure of that secret the moment Shemarcus lost control, or was it just one spark in a series of burning issues? In the live stream, Zarya accused her husband of betrayal, infidelity, and dishonesty. She claimed truths were kept, that things were hidden. In response, Shemarcus denied, lashed back, threatened her. This dynamic of suspicion creates a motive: jealousy, fear of exposure, fear of losing status or reputation. If one secret leaked, what else might come out? Some in the community claimed there was a witchcraft angle tied to the Opie secret or to how people thought Shemarcus might protect himself. But in public, credible authorities have not confirmed any witchcraft claim in this case. At present, that remains speculation. It's a subplot people whisper about, but with no solid evidence in official reports or media coverage. To understand motive, we have to look at the man behind the Frenchman.
Then I'm thinking that this nigga real goddamn some real bullshit. He did this. He doing all this. He doing that. But when it really come down to it, you see that pussy down there?
It's fat.
She can't keep it between the legs. But this is the thing about it.
I ain't fuck on you.
So here it is. Here it is. She keeps saying, "Oh, I ain't fuck on you while we were married." Here it is now. She done told me about the niggas supposedly before we got married. Okay. Okay, cool. Fuck it. When I was on the run and shit, I did my thing. I fucked off real good. She ain't have shit. Ball guns be ball guns. Hell, you did your thing. Okay. I come back. That's when the shit happened with the corn shit. So I get out of jail. When I get out of jail, I see the shit on the damn, on the camera. So I asked her, I was like, damn, so who this is? So she's talking about, oh, it's a nigga, it's one of my homeboys from Augusta. He just got out the fed, this, that, the third. I would say you got a homeboy as soon as I got there, go to the county. And it's your homeboy. So then I asked her, I say, damn, she leave that day with a spend the night bag. I see all this on the motherfucking camera. She leave with a spend the night bag. The bitch come back with some nigga clothes on, talking about this her homegirl clothes.
It was not nigga clothes. It was not nigga clothes. You're lying.
You feel me?
It was some big ass shorts, and they wasn't even. There was
so I got there until I said, man.
Threats, small aggression, coercion, then severe force. In the live stream, the threats, "You'll make me kill you," were recorded by viewers. That moment is chilling because it foreshadowed what came next. Red flags may have been there: public fights, accusations, cries for help, prior posts. Zarya's social media post earlier that evening, "I need help before I lose my life or freedom," is a cry many in abusive relationships make. In abusive dynamics, the victim may try to expose secrets as a way to reclaim power. That exposure can provoke retaliation from the abuser. Was that what happened here? Was Zarya trying to force truth, and did Shemarcus see that as threat to his control? What exactly was the secret about Opie? We lack confirmation. Could someone have intervened? If earlier posts or cries for help were noticed, could that have changed the outcome? What parts remain under investigation? The medical examiner was to complete an autopsy, but as of public reporting, causes of every injury, exact timeline of wounds, and sequence of events are not all confirmed. Was the livestream cutoff planned or spontaneous? Did Shemarcus end it intentionally to stop the exposure? What role did social media exposure play in escalating things? Did the public drama fuel pressure? Zarya's revelation about Opie struck a nerve. Shemarcus, fearing reputation or legal consequence, lashed out violently, first physically, then fatally. The secret was only one element. The deeper pattern was abuse. The relationship had been deteriorating, control escalating. The secret exposed was the straw that broke the camel's back. Possibly Zarya's claim about Opie was untrue or partial. Shemarcus may have felt under attack, retaliated defensively, but tragically overreacted. What if a third party, friends, Opie himself or others, played a role, whether by encouraging exposure or conflict? Hard to validate with public data, but possible. Was the Opie secret the fuse or just a spark in a larger fire? Do you believe that Zarya exposing Shemarcus was safe or extremely risky, given what we now know? Did Shemarcus's past behavior make it likely that he could respond with lethal force? If the secret was false, does that change how we see motive? They are both gone. Shemarcus Carr died by what authorities call a self-inflicted gunshot, and Zarya Carr was declared dead at the scene. The case now rests on the work of investigators. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, GBI, has taken over the case at the request of the local police and sheriff's offices. In a June 15th press release, GBI confirmed that when officers arrived at the Carr residence in Twin City around 9:30 p.m. on June 14th, they found Zarya Carr unconscious. She was later declared dead. At that time, her husband, 36-year-old Shemarcus Jamil Carr, could not be located, and Zarya's 2021 Dodge Challenger was also missing. Later, the car was spotted in Wayne County, and when deputies attempted to stop it, Shemarcus apparently shot himself. He was rushed to a hospital where he died. GBI also stated that their medical examiner's office will complete the autopsy on Zarya. In an updated GBI release on June 25th, they revealed a key finding. Zarya was physically assaulted before being shot. Zarya and Shemarcus left behind a grieving family, a community in shock, and fans who had watched their lives unfold online. Some reports say Zarya had 2 children. Online, many followers said the red flags had always been there. The fights, the public conflicts, the emotional pleas. This case raises hard questions. When conflict becomes public, on Facebook Live, on posts, does that increase risk? How do we interpret a cry for help in social media posts? When do friends, followers, or platforms act? What's the line between exposure and danger? Exposing secrets can lead to backlash. You've just seen how a Facebook Live fight ended in death. You watched threats, exposure of secrets, a run from police, and a final tragic outcome. If you had been watching that live stream live, heart pounding, cameras rolling, what would you have done in that moment? Would you have called 911, tried to intervene, sent help? As we dug into the analysis, several theories surfaced. She exposed a secret about Opie. Infidelity and betrayal fueled rage. Deeper patterns of domestic violence. Maybe hidden pressures no one saw coming. Do you believe the Opie secret was the catalyst, or was there something much darker already simmering underneath? Now, the investigation is ongoing. Officials have confirmed she was assaulted before she was shot, but many questions are still unanswered. The public doesn't yet know the full autopsy, all injury timelines, or how much of their online life played into what happened. If this story moved you, if you've ever wondered how online conflicts can morph into real danger, hit subscribe. I bring you cases that peel back the masks, expose dangerous secrets, and show how thin the line sometimes is. And before you go, leave your theory down below. Was this a tragic climax of a relationship already fracturing? Or did the exposure of a secret trigger what couldn't be contained? If you like videos that uncover the truth behind shocking events, turn on notifications, because next we're diving into another case where what was said online became deadly offline. Thank you for watching. Your voice matters.